Today we're going to talk about the Hercules LaunchPad TMS57004x/03x. It's part of the Hercules, it's part of the LaunchPad series brought to us by Texas Instruments. And this one was actually given to me by element14 as a road test. So that's what I'm going to do today is do a little bit of review on this Hercules LaunchPad. My initial impressions are I'm actually very impressed by the thing. It being only $20, there's a lot of things you could do with it. If you look at it, it's a tiny little board. It's about the size of a credit card. It's actually smaller than a Raspberry Pi. It has about 40 GPIO pins. If you look there, there's the ARM processor, and it also has an analog, an ambient light sensor on it, which is very cool. Also has a couple LEDs that you can actually use in your code when you're coding with the LaunchPad. It also has 3 buttons on it, and it also has like a safety error. LED and switch, so that whenever you sense a error, you can use it on that switch. These were initially made for like safety purposes, so like subways or whatnot. But here I am right now clicking the LED that's already pre-programmed in the code. If you just click that LED, it'll go on and off. And actually, in the code, you can manipulate it, and which is very cool. I like that about the Hercules compared to like a Raspberry Pi, is the onboard LEDs you can actually use yourself. The way that it powers on is you just plug in a micro USB-B, and it actually comes with 3.0 USB to micro USB, and that's how you power it. And you can also debug it and upload your code through that USB on your computer. So once again, it has the 40 GPIO pins, and I'm going to talk about booster packs that you can get for those pins, which are really cool, that are already pre-built or ones that you want to build. But here right now you can see the box that it comes in, the USB that cable that it comes with, and that development board for only $19.99. So pick one up from element14 if you get a chance. So alright, let's have a look at their website. This is Texas Instruments wiki, and I would recommend anyone to go check out their wiki. But here's their actual LaunchPad site, and this is where you can order one from TI or element14. It says select your LaunchPad. The cool thing is what's on things that are on the board. It's booster back compatible. Has a couple switches and LED, just like I was showing you. Here's some specs of the LaunchPad. Once again, it's only $19.99, and there's 2 models of the Hercules LaunchPad. I have the TMS570, and that kind of just goes with the chip. Unlike the other LaunchPad, the TMS MP40, I believe, the CPU on this is built into the board. The MSP40s, they have chips that you can take off and on, which would be good for programming little projects. Similar to if you were going to program with the PIC. But here's the LaunchPad wiki. There's a lot of useful stuff on there. How to download the code. Here's the code right here, co-compiler, CSS. Here's just a little bit example of some code that I was going to do to blink the LED. And it's pretty self-explanatory website. Again, on the other wiki, they have good documentation on how to actually do your first one. So we're back here again to the TI website page, and now let's look at the booster packs. And now these are cool for like Arduino. These would be like an Arduino Shield or like the Pi Rack. They're just extra boards that you can buy that hook up directly to the GPIO pins of the Hercules. And these aren't too much, and it's really awesome, I think, because there's so many that they have already pre-built that you can buy. Like there's some a dot matrix display, LCD displays. There was a capacitive touch sensor, some other ones where you can put some other microcontrollers on it. LCDs. They have one that's just kind of help you like education, if you were going to use it for educational purposes. And then also the neat thing about it is you can build your own booster packs. And the neat thing about this is element14 really helps out. So if you go to the TI and click on the BYOB, build your own booster pack, click on element14, they can help you out in building your own booster packs. There's also the design collaboration with some of these design tools like EagleCAD, which you can get the free download from element14, and there's a lot of tutorials from Jeremy Bloom on those. So all in all, I'm pretty impressed with the TI Hercules LaunchXL-TMS57004x/03. Coding is a little bit difficult, so I wouldn't recommend it for beginners, but maybe novice, intermediate, they would definitely could use this for their own purposes. So I would say pick you up Hercules Launchpad from element14. You won't regret it.